I would like to introduce you to Eileen. Eileen is 55 years old. She's a mother of 3, lives in rural Brisbane, and is amongst the victims of the Queensland flood. Eileen is doing tough, very tough. However, she stays strong because she knows that any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure there are some of us in this room who either have endured a natural disaster themselves or know people who have done so. Natural disasters come in many different forms. Whether they are floods, fires, or earthquakes, they all come with devastating losses in terms of human as well as physical capital. Once a disaster has hit a region or a city, the challenge then becomes to overcome the losses and recover from them. At this stage, there are many factors that determine this path to recovery, such as access to aid or finance. However, at the end, it all comes down to how households respond to the disaster. Households influence many factors that determine whether a disaster-hit city will become a ghost city or whether it will be able to recover from the disaster fully. While there are many such factors, at the core of all of them lies household finance. In my research, I'm investigating the effects of natural disasters in Australia on household finance. For this, I'm looking at 2 disasters in particular, which are the Queensland flood and the Black Saturday bushfires. What dynamics were observed in household finance after a disaster? How did the post-disaster assistance actually translate into relief? What changes were observed in savings, income, and debt levels? Who benefited the most from any post-disaster assistance? I will answer these questions and enable policymakers a faster, more sustainable, and more efficient track to recovery. I will extend on this by looking at individual level Australian tax data and investigating changes to tax claims and potentially moral hazard. Household finance can have severe implications on the financial and real sectors and thereby the economic development of a region. Knowing about this beforehand can enable policymakers to prevent adverse outcomes before they can occur. This way, Eileen and many others like her contribute to the positive recovery of a region from a disaster. Thank you.